Hi, it's Neil from the Perfect Draft Keg Tips page. I hope this finds you all well. The subject of flat beer is starting to raise its head again, as is nucleated glasses and the witchcraft required to make your glass 100% glass clean or beer clean, and to get those swirling bubbles down the bottom. Now, just as a coincidence, today I poured a pint of Shelby and it wasn't particularly fizzy. There were bubbles coming up from the nucleated bottom of the glass, but it wasn't quite what I would have expected from the Shelby. I'll pop a little video up in a minute of what it looked like, and it got me thinking. There's a lot of people out there at the moment talking about Ecover. So whilst I was out shopping today, I managed to pick up a bottle of Ecover. Okay, £1.50 out of Tesco's. This thing's massive. Chamomile and clementine. It's tough on grease. It's sensitive, so it's plant-based and biodegradable ingredients. So it's good for the world as well. This is what people are talking about for being really, really good on the nucleated glasses, to make sure your glass is 100% beer clean. Whilst I was in Poundland, I managed to pick up this bad boy. It's a Dishmatic. Basically it's a scouring pad at one end, and it's got a lovely little handle in which you can put washing up liquid. Fills up this section here, and once that section's filled, when you're scrubbing your dishes, if you push down, it just makes sure that there's a little bit of washing up liquid going into there, and it can rub nicely. Now this is going to be ideal for getting into the nucleated part of stella glass. You just put it down there and it will definitely scrub the bottom. Okay, sometimes if you've got fat hands and fingers like me, it's hard to get them all the way down there, so that'll make sure it gets nice and clean. Now, just while we're talking about nucleated glasses, I'm assuming most of you know what they are. If you just put that in front of the camera now, you'll see the white, it looks like a starfish, down the bottom. And that's the little white bit is etchings and special paint or something that's put on the bottom of the glass to make it nice and fizzy. If I just show you this glass here, down the bottom you might be able to see some bubbles coming up. Not too many, but this glass has been lined for about 10 or 15 minutes now, and we're taking sips. As so, but at least it's holding a head. That's the main thing. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to finish that drink, then I'm going to give it a good clean with the Ecover and the Dishmatic pound in Poundland, and see what the difference is on the same glass with a pint of Shelby. And I'm hoping that there'll be a huge difference and the glass will be fully restored to its original state. So the glass itself was clean, but as you can see, there's not a million bubbles. It's better than none, but there's not a million bubbles going on there. Not what I'd expect from an IPA in nucleated glass. Okay, so you join us in the PDK Tips kitchen with one bottle of Ecover and one Dishmatic. So I'm just going to pour some of this in. There we go, perfect. Close it off. Now, to save getting too much, I'm just going to rinse this off. And then we'll get the glass. So for the benefit of science and YouTube, I've necked what was in it pretty quickly. So I'm just going to give it a wee rinse out. Letting the water go hot. Okay, so now the bit of Ecover, when I push the bottom of this pad down, it releases some of the washing up liquid. Let's get a good scrub down the bottom, making sure I get in all the nucleated bits down there. And just using the tip of the scouring pad, you see there's a little bit of frothiness coming to make sure I know that the E-cover's coming out. Okay, make sure it's all nice and clean on the outside as well. Now that's a hell of a lot of liquid, washing up liquid that's came out now. It's very bubbly, so we'll get rid of that. So what people are saying is that you should, once you've washed the glass, let it air dry. Okay, so that's fully rinsed out. I'm just going to pop it down there for 5 minutes just to let it air dry. Okay, so now that's had about 10 minutes to dry, time to put it to the test. Again, I'm only won by a lottery, so I'm hoping I'm going to get a bit more in. Same glass, just been washed and left to air dry. Hopefully I'll get a full pint out of the last bar, and we can see the difference it's going to make. There we go, that'll do just now. So let's look at the swirly goodness coming out of that. There's much more bubbles. And there's a lot more head on the pint as well. So there you go. That's the difference washing your pint glass with Ecover and the scouring pad makes. It's a nice pint now, still bubbling plenty. And that's down to the Ecover and the little scouring pad from Poundland. That's all for this little video. Make sure you don't forget to like the video, and if you subscribe, you'll get updates on any other videos we make. If there's anything you particularly want to see, then let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, if you're not already on it, the Perfect Draft Keg Tips Facebook page. Give that a like, join the page, and you'll get plenty of other information, and you'll get access to discount codes from Beerhawk, My Food Online, Belgium in a Box, and a couple of other places. So remember and have a quick look at the Facebook group, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.